Hello, my fellow movie watchers. It's Courtney here. Welcome back to my What to Watch Now channel. As Horror Month continues on my channel, I found 10 horror movies on Prime Video that you've got to see for Halloween. But first, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so you're alerted to the new videos I upload every Friday. I've numbered this list starting at 10, with 10 being not so scary, going all the way down to number 1, where I have one of the most horrific movies that Prime Video has to offer for free as part of your membership. So let's get into this list. To start off the list at number 10, I have Black Box.
Rachel.
I kind of always wanted to be hypnotized. It's always fascinated me being able to tap into the subconscious. You definitely pick up on the Get Out vibes of this one. It takes what was going on in that movie and explores it a little further, getting more disturbing and horrifying along the way. This isn't your conventional horror, but it was really, really good.
Just need to remember who you are.
I run my mind. It doesn't run me.
Number 9 is The Lie. This one was hard because the one thing you want as a parent is to protect your child. So in this movie, parents decide to lie and do whatever it takes to keep their kid out of trouble after they're involved in a terrible accident.
Kayla! Get down! Where's your friend? Oh.
They begin to start spinning the situation and twisting it so that the narrative they start to tell works. This is more of a horror thriller. There's no jump scares or anything like that. Just a horrible situation and the horrific things that these people do to get out of it.
That's second-degree murder.
There's something wrong with her.
She was such a happy little girl.
Number 8 is Nocturne.
What if I could be more? What if I could be great?
I don't know anything about this life, okay? So this movie was very interesting for me. The competitiveness of classical music boarding schools is off the charts. You have twin sisters, Juliet and Vivian. Now, they both want to be the best, but there can only be one. And that's when Juliet finds this notebook that was left behind by one of her recently deceased classmates. And honey, let me tell you, this book changes her life.
I have to beat her. Invocation. Where's theory book? I've been reading it, studying it. Assurance. It's like it's talking to me. It's taking control.
An unconventional horror by most standards, but it's absolutely horrific. This is probably the best Blumhouse movie to date, if you ask me. Number 7 is The Possession. Two sisters go away for the weekend with Dad, and while they're out one day, they stop at a yard sale.
Dad, you need dishes. Dad, look, I'm a lady. Cool. Daddy, can I get this?
Whatever you want, kiddo. Something in there. Well, that's weird. Now there aren't any seams.
Okay, now see, here it is right here. This is the part in the movie where the little girl finds a little wooden box at the yard sale and decides she wants to buy it and take it home. Now, Dad, this is where you should have told her, no, sweetheart, we don't need any of these people's things. Okay, if you really want something, go find a book. Okay, now see, because that box may or may not be the reason why an elderly lady was dragged at the beginning of this movie, so you can go ahead and take that box home if you want to.
Beneath his wings, you will be protected. He will cover you.
This was a good movie, but could you imagine going to a yard sale and buying someone else's demon? At number 6, I have The Reef. Horror fans, I ask you, what is horror to you? Comment down below. There isn't much that can scare me, especially recently. There's just not really a lot of scary stuff happening in movies right now. However, you put a group of people in the ocean with sharks, okay, now I'm starting to back away from the TV. In this one, you don't see a shark till about 50 minutes into the movie. So hang in there, be patient. It is a horror, and it's coming.
What? Something's following us.
Susie, you're freaking me out.
Oh, it's a shark. How big? It's big.
You know they filmed this movie with real sharks? And damn it if I didn't jump. Let me explain something about me. When I'm in the ocean and I can't see from here down, like it's just all black, that's horror. I don't need any sharks. And here they're stuck with a whole ocean full. See, this is right here. This is why I stay home. This is why when people call me up, hey, Courtney, you want to go out on the... No. Halfway through my list at number 5 is The Gallows, Act 2. Look, you guys, I shocked myself with this one. This one made me nervous. You guys, it's almost Halloween. I've just about seen it all. With this one, I wanted all the scares. I wanted to jump, scream, peek through my fingers. I wanted to be nervous as hell. And let me tell you, The Gallows 2 delivered. Number 4 is The Woods. Are you a Suspiria person? Then you already know what's up. Boarding schools for girls in horror movies. Let's see, you know the drill. Creepy teachers, nasty cliquish girls, don't go into the woods, and you probably will never go home ever again.
Have you heard or seen strange things happen at this school? We shouldn't go into the woods. It's not safe.
The look of the movie and the music alone make it a horror for me. It's creepy with all of the muted tones and the fact that once the main character arrives to the school, an actual feeling of dread sets in your stomach. You're watching it as if you're her and you can't help but feel like hopeless. There's not a lot of gross stuff in this one for y'all that don't like that, but it is gonna scare you a few times. You're gonna want to see this one. Number 3 is 30 Days of Night. I'd like to see Alaska one day. I mean, I don't need to go to the northernmost point though. Now, I like the dark, don't get me wrong. But for a month, couple that with vampires, yeah, nope. These are some wicked looking vampires. You see, I believe them. When they say that they're vampires, I'm like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's cold outside. You begin to feel their isolation and just how messed up this situation really is because they can't leave. This is the perfect movie to watch as the nights get colder and Halloween gets closer. Number 2 is The Midnight Meat Train. What can I say? I mean, if you want to see horror, this is it. This one's gonna make you squirm. It's gonna make you uncomfortable. You're probably gonna cover your eyes. Hell, you're probably gonna get up and need a minute. You're gonna have to walk away from the movie. You're gonna need a minute, and you definitely won't be able to eat. You're gonna get away with eating some snacks or something like that, but a meal, do not fix yourself a meal and sit down and watch this movie. Bradley Cooper is a photographer who needs more. His work isn't really hitting with the galleries, if you know what I mean. So he finds a new muse, a psychotic killer. What more do you need? You want to see horror? You want to see a good horror movie in preparation for Halloween, or even to watch on Halloween night? This is it. If you've never seen The Midnight Meat Train, do yourself a favor, watch this one. I'd like to thank you for sticking with my video. We've made it all the way to the end. We're here at number 1, where I have put 1972's The Last House on the Left.
Only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie. Last House on the Left.
Long before he did Scream and all those other horror movies that we love by him, Wes Craven wrote and directed this movie. Now, the remake was okay. They did a good job of retelling the story.
Marie and her friend.
I feel like a woman for the first time in my life.
2 girls from the suburbs going to the city to have a good time.
This is my roommate, Sam.
Hi, girls.
4 killers on the loose.
Now, the remake was very Hollywood, because once you've seen the original, you feel dirty, you feel like you've been to hell, you feel like you're not sure of the world we live in. And then you've got the parents. You have these square, Leave It to Beaver parents that, after finding out what happened to their child, pull out their inner gangster. I couldn't believe it. Talk about shook. You already know today a parent is gonna go hard, okay? But I wasn't prepared to see it from these people. Other than the assaults, it's probably the most shocking part of the movie, the parents' response to the killers.
Open your mouth, please.
Lights.
Lights.
Chisel.
Don't move. Chisel.
Hammer.
Hammer. Wider now. Wider.
That's it for this horror list. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to actually click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't had an opportunity, go ahead and you know, you're on YouTube, you know what to do. Click the subscribe button, like, share, do all that fun stuff if you want to. If not, I completely understand. And I will be back next week with a new list for Netflix. Happy Halloween.